Welcome to Grade 12, Artificial Intelligence. In this lesson, we step back from the algorithms and look at the bigger picture, how Rwanda plans to use artificial intelligence to transform its economy and its society. By the end, you'll understand the national strategy that shapes this work and the part your generation will play in it. Here is our plan for the lesson. We'll connect Rwanda's Vision 2050 to the rise of the digital economy. We'll outline the national AI policy and meet the institutions driving the strategy, the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Smart Rwanda, and Smart Africa. We'll see AI working across priority sectors, examine the talent, infrastructure, and data it depends on, and finish with Rwanda's ambition to become an African AI hub. Let's begin with the destination. Vision 2050 is the government of Rwanda's long-term plan for the country's future. It sets out to reach upper middle income status by 2035 and high income status by 2050. At its heart is a knowledge-based economy, one where growth is driven by ideas and skills, not only by land and labor. Digital technology is the engine of that economy, and artificial intelligence is among its sharpest tools. So when you study AI, you are studying one of the means by which Rwanda intends to reach that future. To steer the technology toward that goal, the country needed a deliberate plan. In 2023, Rwanda adopted a national AI policy, placing it among the first African nations to set one out. Its purpose is twofold: to harness artificial intelligence for economic and social growth, while carefully managing the risks the technology brings. The policy rests on several pillars, including building talent, opening up data, strengthening infrastructure, and setting ethical guardrails. Throughout, it calls for AI that is responsible, human-centered, and trustworthy, rather than adopted at any cost. And it directs AI toward the sectors that matter most to the country. A policy alone, though, needs institutions to carry it out. Strategy becomes real through institutions. The Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, based in Kigali, is an affiliate of the World Economic Forum's global network. It works on the governance of emerging technologies, including artificial intelligence. The Smart Rwanda Master Plan is the country's blueprint for digital transformation, connecting government, business, and citizens online. And the Smart Africa Alliance, also headquartered in Kigali, works to accelerate digital development right across the continent. Together, these bodies shape policy, run pilot projects, and build partnerships. Rwanda often tests an idea at home, then shares what works with the rest of Africa. So where is this strategy actually being applied? Rwanda's strategy focuses AI where it can change the most lives. In agriculture, crop and weather data help farmers decide when to plant and give early warning of pests and disease. In health, Rwanda is well known for using delivery drones to carry blood and medical supplies to remote clinics, and AI tools are being explored to support diagnosis. In finance, mobile money already reaches millions, and AI helps widen access to banking and credit. And in education, digital and AI tools are beginning to help personalize learning for each student. Notice the pattern. The technology is aimed at real, everyday needs. But none of this works without the right foundations. Every AI strategy stands on three foundations. The first is talent, skilled people who can design, build, and govern these systems. The second is infrastructure, the connectivity and computing power that AI needs to run. The third is data, the fuel that AI systems learn from. All three must grow together because a weakness in one limits the others. Rwanda builds talent through training programs and partnerships with universities. It strengthens infrastructure with broadband, data centers, and a digital identity system. And it works to make public data open and well-governed, drawing on international partners and investment along the way. These foundations point toward a larger ambition. Rwanda's ambition reaches beyond its own borders. It aims to become a hub, a place where African artificial intelligence is built and governed, not merely consumed. That means hosting institutions, events, and partnerships, and attracting talent, startups, and investment to the region. It means helping shape how AI is governed across the continent, in step with the African Union's continental AI strategy. Above all, it means building local solutions to local problems in local languages such as Kinyarwanda, and it means sharing what works through the Smart Africa network. A hub lifts not only one country, but a whole continent. Let's see how this connects to the wider world. Rwanda does not act alone. Its work is part of a wider movement across Africa and the world. In 2024, the African Union adopted a continental AI strategy, setting a shared direction for the whole continent. Through the Smart Africa Alliance, dozens of member states coordinate their digital plans. Global partners join in too, from the World Economic Forum to development banks and technology firms. Across all of them runs the same challenge: building skills, infrastructure, and fair access for everyone. And the same goal: artificial intelligence that serves people rather than the other way round. Before we recap, let's clear up some common misconceptions. First, a strategy is not the same as a finished result. It is a plan that guides years of patient work. Second, AI is a tool for development, not a replacement for it. It supports good policy, schools, and clinics, but cannot stand in for them. Third, the foundations matter. Without data, skills, and infrastructure, there is no real AI to speak of. Fourth, AI must be governed for ethics and fairness, not left to run unchecked. And finally, Africa builds artificial intelligence too. It is not only a consumer of what others make. Hold these in mind, and the strategy makes far more sense. Let's gather today's key ideas. Vision 2050 aims for a high-income, knowledge-based Rwanda. The 2023 National AI Policy guides the responsible adoption of artificial intelligence. Institutions like the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Smart Rwanda, and Smart Africa turn those plans into action. The strategy targets priority sectors: agriculture, health, finance, and education. All of it rests on three foundations: talent, infrastructure, and data. And the larger goal is for Rwanda to become an African AI hub in step with the African Union's strategy. Now let's check these ideas with three quick questions. Here is the first question: what kind of economy does Vision 2050 aim to build? Vision 2050 makes a knowledge-based economy one of its core pillars, an economy driven by ideas and skills. Artificial intelligence is one of its key tools. Question 2. Why are talent, infrastructure, and data called the foundations of an AI strategy? Because AI needs skilled people to build it, computing power and connectivity to run on, and data to learn from. A gap in any one of them limits everything else. So without these foundations, a strategy cannot deliver real results. Last question, and it ties the lesson together. What does it mean for Rwanda to aim to be an African AI hub rather than only a user of AI? A user simply consumes tools built elsewhere. A hub builds and governs artificial intelligence itself, attracts talent and institutions, creates local solutions to local problems, and shares what works across Africa through Smart Africa and the African Union strategy. Wonderful work. You now understand how Rwanda's Vision 2050, its national AI policy, and its institutions fit together, and how AI is being put to work across the country's priority sectors. Remember that the skills you are building are part of this larger story. The artificial intelligence that serves Rwanda's future will be built by people like you. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you in your next module.